This is Arkies in the Beltway, your look at national politics and the Arkansans influencing the discussions. I'm Alex Thomas, Washington correspondent for the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, reporting from the nation's capital. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Arkies in the Beltway for the week of July 13th, 2025. It's been an annual fixture at the U.S. Capitol since 1982. High school students from across the country come to Capitol Hill every summer to celebrate their success in the annual Congressional Art Competition. Through offices in the U.S. House of Representatives, teenagers take part in local contests across the country with hopes of having their art piece selected for the exhibit. Each House office selects one piece to be displayed in the Capitol's Cannon Tunnel, which connects the main Capitol building to the Cannon House office building on the campus's south side. Arkansas has 4 members in the House, meaning the state has 4 art pieces in the exhibition. Olivia Busby of Heber Springs is one of the winners from Arkansas. A recent graduate from the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts in Hot Springs, her piece, titled County Fair, won the top prize in the 4th District contest.
It was inspired by my love for Southern culture. I really wanted to paint something that represented how I grew up.
Busby and the other contest winners spent time on Capitol Hill last month to celebrate their selection to the exhibit. Busby first heard of the contest as a sophomore, but it wasn't until her senior year when she finally entered the competition. The 19-year-old ended up being a finalist twice over this year, with County Fair taking the top prize.
I actually entered 3 pieces, and 2 of them made it up there, so I was surprised.
County Fair is a piece completed with acrylic paint and marker. Busby says she found inspiration for her artwork while looking at pictures of county fairs from yesteryear.
So I used a bunch of different references, like cowboys, people in crowds, the hot sun shining through the trees, and I created County Fair.
Kaden Nguyen also found inspiration through photography for his piece titled Preservation of Dusk over Center Street. Nguyen, a student at Haas Hall Academy in Fayetteville, enjoys photography, even bringing his own camera to Washington. His oil painting stems from a perfect opportunity to take a picture of a sunset while walking through his hometown.
Yeah, I think it's this camera.
Nguyen credits his art teacher at Haas Hall Academy, Basil Seymour Davies, for encouraging him to enter the contest. Preservation of Dusk over Center Street won the local contest in Arkansas's 3rd District, but the 17-year-old says he initially did not plan to enter the piece before Seymour Davies made what would be a critical suggestion.
It was kind of near the deadline of the competition, though, so I'd kind of have to rush. I was originally going to do something I'd make something completely original 2 weeks before, but then he actually really liked the painting I already did a while ago. And it actually ended up being pretty good. It was appropriate for the competition.
Rachel Skinner of Paragould sought to invoke personal memories in her piece, Current River. The Brooklyn High School student and her family spent every weekend in the summer on the river, enjoying motorboat rides and embracing summertime fun.
We have a boat that I painted in the painting that we take boat rides on. We also go kayaking sometimes, tubing. We do a lot of things there. There's a lot of things to do there.
Current River is an oil painting with the river taking center focus. Skinner acknowledges she had little experience with oil painting at the time that she completed Current River. The 17-year-old notes the artwork marked only her 2nd time working with the medium.
Usually I use acrylic, but I've been trying to experiment and expand.
Amber Bay of Little Rock utilized colored pencils in creating her art piece, Beyond the Familiar. The Little Rock Central High School student embraced the natural state in her work, highlighting the Arkansas River and state symbols like the apple blossom and the mockingbird.
I think Arkansas is really beautiful, and so I really tried to represent that in the piece through its state symbols as well as a lot of colors and just marks of Arkansas.
However, celebrating Arkansas is not the primary message of the 16-year-old's artwork.
But I also kind of wanted to represent my desire to leave the state and kind of explore other places outside of Arkansas and around the country and around the world.
Bay says the mockingbird flying out of its cage represents a personal desire to experience new things outside of the state once she graduates from high school.
The bird was leaving the cage and the cage door was open, and the bird I made sure was kind of wings spread, flying, about to take flight.
Bay will start her senior year this fall, as will Nguyen and Skinner. None of the 3 are planning to become professional artists, but Nguyen says that does not mean he wants to stop his art. Rather, he wants to continue his paintings and photography as hobbies.
It really eases the mind sometimes. It's a really nice thing to do.
As for Busby, she's preparing for her first classes at the Kansas City Art Institute in Missouri. with hopes of someday working on video games. She did not hesitate in sharing some games that inspire her.
Bethesda, which is like the Skyrim art, man, that's more of like a more 2000s kind of concept artsy style, very scenic, very environmental, which is similar to the piece I submitted, which is very environmental, you know. But I also enjoy like the indie game concept art, which is very story-based and character-based and it's very unique and personality-filled. And there's a bunch of different adjectives I could apply to it, but it's just fun.
Busby adds that she hopes other young Arkansans embrace their passion for art and consider entering next year's contest. And that'll do it for this edition of Arkies in the Beltway for the week of July 13th, 2025. You can stay up to date with all news involving Arkansas at arkansasonline.com. Special thanks, as always, to the team down in Little Rock. I'm Alex Thomas, and this has been Arkies in the Beltway. Thanks for listening.